You may swallow to equalize your pressure.
Yesterday there was sun and there was rain, beauty in the mundane. And as the light startled our eyes, we let go of disguise. And now there's something in the air and a sparkly shimmer on our skin, restoring everything within. Oh, dreamy, breezy, we go easy, easy on our tiptoes, undercover agents of the other, beyond gravel, beyond all. Hand in hand, building castles out of sand, reaching for the.
Like which kind of story or which kind of stuff. Don't like the
You're looking pretty fantastic. Years pass by with our goals intact. In tandem, we're dancing. Till the nighttime lapse, we're in the daytime stranded. Your self-esteem tastes candid. Damn, it's hard to make a man with empty hands feel hands full of love. Like, damn, this your glove. Feel like the wintertime sun. Till our hands move backwards. Don't make it sound fragile. Tread.
but it says something like
take it slow, but I can't stay when the world is waiting. I'm too used to being on my own. Hearts will break, but I have to chase it.
并请发出人工
I'm dancing on the edge again. The wind is calling.